to. You never know who you're going to play with.
Now, on that note, I did not force Coach Freeman. Indiana representing the state of Indiana. Pete Bavacqua, incredible at what he does. Let's get Freeman onto that game day. President Joe Echevarria and how they've been completely focused on making sports great again. I love that 10-meter high dive. I almost pooped my speed.
Day pops down as Fernando Mendoza is getting ready in the locker room. Carson Beck.
How's the jaw?
Bro, they're dialed.
Paul's literally just standing right here. That's what the Stars are kind of bringing. That's what the national championship does. Average ticket price over $4,000. In fact, Adidas. I'm not going to say it.
What's that? Big night for Adidas.
Big night for Adidas. Congrats to Adidas. Over here for Fitz. Big Ten's Indiana. They might be the greatest team in the history of football. What a season by them thus far. Looking to cap it off.
Their disguise and their speed and their gap integrity, everything about their defense for football nerds is very fun to talk about and watch because they are so
It all starts with SIG. I mean, there's a reason that this tracksuit is on this sideline, and that's Kurt Signetti, okay? And he's changed the entire thing. We heard Indiana, the state, the Midwest damn near, is on the Signetti train now.
D-Butch, I know you're a broadcast.
Talk about barely getting into the playoffs, and then he's been playing his best football down the stretch and around his quarterback, Mario Chris.
And this is where the Hurricanes call home, and obviously Malachi Tony's supposed to be a senior in high school, reclassified.
All playoffs long, it's always been late Miami money. When those limits get raised, that big Miami donor money comes in, and they take the Miami Hurricanes, so it's down to 7.
I like the underdogs. I'm going with Miami, but I'm from Ohio, which is right next to Indiana, so they might cook them.
And you had a
I can tell.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
come on.
All right, Jake. All right, Jake.
National championship.
All right, bro. What?
In this end zone. Gentlemen, have a great ball game.
Great to have Molly McGrath and Holly Rowe on the sidelines. Holly is with Kurt Signetti.
Line of scrimmage can do to protect your quarterback so he can operate tonight.
Give him time to make his first read and get the ball to number 2, or we just got to make one more.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Imagine growing up going
for moments like this. How will you and your team manage your emotions tonight?
At the end of the day, take all those emotions and give it a direction and make it.
Suspension. O.J. Frederick will play, but he was limited in practice with a leg injury. So true freshman Jabari Antoine will play a key.
Here we go. The championship matchup very few could have foreseen. The Hoot Signetti elects to try tonight. Well, check that. He boots it to the 1-yard line and a chance for a return. And Marion breaks through one down run against Ole Miss. They've won with efficient passing, but more importantly, a powerful running game featuring Mark Fletcher. Opponent's plays as he tries to use his film study, and Fletcher gets the first handoff, and Fletcher off the left side barrels forward.
He's out to the outside where he had some grass. Both the safety and the linebacker convert.
2nd and 1. They pitch it to the perimeter. Malachi Tony gets a block, and the speedster, the 18-year-old true freshman.
This area has to have a big night in coverage.
He had that pick 6 to electrify the start to that victory. Fletcher off the right side.
This year, Bryant Haynes, you could argue right now the hottest defensive coordinator in the game, has this Indiana defense not only playing well, they're just playing.
How he calls these 2nd down plays is crucial to avoid those 3rd and longs. Beck looking to throw, has plenty of time, retreating, and fires it into the bench.
Into the flat, Beck with that motion, that's where he wants to go. You got a couple different defenders, you can see the confusion with that simulated pressure. They end up really
drive. Tony's in the backfield and slips out. He's got the football, but not enough for a first down. Tackled.
Attacking linebackers and safeties getting downhill. Take away any threat downfield, make them have to throw it in front, and then rally to the football.
He has been there, 3 of them this year, including 1 against Oregon. Dylan Joyce gets it away. Jonathan Brady retreats and makes a frightening efficiency for Mendoza against Alabama and Oregon. More touchdowns than incompletions in those 2 games. Stunning.
Football games. They're staying on schedule. They're throwing down at 3rd and 5. Very little 3rd and 7. 3rd and...
Mendoza's right in the end zone. A fake it to him, pitch to the edge, and the catch is made by Omar Cooper Jr., who slips a tackle and is going to be shoved.
Both of those are kind of interchangeable. Boy, Charlie Becker's been on Miami defense, the heart and soul at the nickel.
And there's a handoff running right. Hemby knocked down. Tackling is going to be
offense. Again, now the team wants to control the line of scrimmage and run to set up play action and RPO. And
work for Signetti at James Madison, Heatherman did. Mendoza checks it down. This is Hemby, shoved out aggressively and immediately.
See it, feel it. You know, you give these backs a little bit of space, and they're going to.
Haynes brings some pressure. Mendoza on the move, scanning, chase down, and a desperation heave into the
bench. 230 pounds, but watch him knock the back, Hemby down, and then the pressure.
On the receiving end of a line drive punt, driven back, has it at the 32. Tony just needs a little space. A flag comes in on the return. In charge tonight, Michael Vandevelde. Penalties have been a problem at times for Miami. They survived 10.
Miami 5th most penalties in the country. Indiana 10th fewest. So very
pro football. Kirk, for the first 4 or 5 months he was here after that elbow surgery, they had to believe he could get his arm back.
And again, he's going to have to play well tonight.
Fletcher off the right side. They're more successful running to the right behind.
One of the best offensive linemen in college football. Some people think he's a top 10 pick. 6'6", 335 pounds there.
First down. Fletcher again. Indiana's so good at penetrating the backfield. That's big Mario Landino.
Defensive lineman, and you're able to finish. And Kamara's being at it. They need him to step up the way he has these last couple games.
Keelan Marion comes in motion. Beck has plenty of time again. Across the middle into traffic. It's broken up.
Sink and just kind of stay right within the structure of the defense. See, typically there's a receiver that's going downfield that'll back him up.
So Dylan Joyce, as Brady awaits. High boot. Fair catch, wave forward. This time Indiana will start. See NFL Network and streaming live. Lots of conversations, Kirk, about whether this guy is going to be the first off the board. Number one.
Went to Cincinnati. There's Tom Brady. Saw him on the field before.
Mendoza straight back. Flushed a bit, pressured, retreating. Flag comes out as he heaves it on the sidelines.
Just locked Bain up, so you don't see Indiana make a ton of mistakes, but Benson maybe lost. It's going to be a tough battle for 67. Benson's a good player, but he's going up against an elite player. You talk about Pittsburgh in the draft. I mean,
see what the Hoosiers do to adjust. Quick throw across the middle, catch made, and running after it is Cooper. Cooper! Breaking tackles for the Canes with shorthanded, and already a couple missed tackles by that secondary. This is Halon Black falling forward as these.
Too early up to the backer. They're going to hold that double team into line of scrimmage. They're comfortable getting
each of the 2 playoff games so far. And there's a misfire.
Yeah, 674, the right guard, Bray Lanch.
Drive Indiana. There's a pitch to the edge. That's Surratt with a stiff arm there.
Every single time Mendoza either sees inside leverage on an outcut or a soft corner, he aborts, gets off the run.
FBS leader with 15 touchdown receptions. This is Hemby. Quick burst up the middle. And the former Maryland Terrapin